What's going on, guys? I'm Halfway. Welcome back to the channel. Suburban is back from transmission shop. So it has a built 700 R4. It's got a serpentine setup. Got rid of the V-belt, rebuilt carburetor, and as you see, we got her hanging from the tree right now. We too broke to afford a lift around here, but we got a tree. New chainsaw. It's about 80 buck purchase right there to lift bag girl up. I went ahead and started unbolting a couple of things. Wheels and tires and shocks and steering's disconnected. I'm gonna unbolt the leaf springs, drop the front of it down onto the ground, unbolt the front end from old Hoopty, and we got these things right here. Finally came in. 12-inch super lift springs, 15 by 14 chrome barts, half balled boggers because she has 342 gears and we need something that will be able to spin. So it ain't gonna spin 44s and it ain't gonna spin full tread boggers, but half treads, she got it. Old powerhouse 350. So we're gonna go ahead and set the camera up and do a time lapse of dropping the front end out of it and getting the lift under it. We might even not do the back lift. What do you say?
Oh yeah, we'll squat her out.
Oh, we're gonna lean this bag girl. We from Florida, baby. Carolina ain't got nothing on us.
Pasco County lean.
Oh, yes, sir. It's a way of life. So we're gonna go ahead and get started. All right. Well, as you see, we dropped the front end out of the truck. Old leaf springs are somewhere. Yes, it's nighttime. View is going to be a little jumpy, but we have a week, guys, because we are going to Iron Horse Mud Ranch, which is next weekend. It is Saturday right now, and we only have front springs under it. Every single bolt holding the old springs in. If you know how leaf springs work, they have a steel center in them, and the bolts were rusted straight to the steel centers. So we went through about a dozen Sawzall blades, because this is my dad's house where I do all this stuff at. And I left my grinder and all the stuff that probably was okay to use all, or would be good to use all of this on, at my house. So we had to rough it. It is like 30.
What?
What's temperature, like 38?
Yeah,
right now?
It's like 43. It's pretty warm.
43. Oh yeah, pretty warm. A bunch of people up north are probably watching it like, oh, it ain't cold. No, it's cold because we out here in thin jackets and Nikes, because Florida is so bipolar with the weather. You have to wear shorts in the middle of the day, a jacket, long sleeve, and pants in the night, so there's no dressing accordingly. But we're gonna go ahead. Cole, you want to grab that side of the front end? We're gonna go ahead and pull the front end over where we can get it somewhat center under the center pins and start lowering the truck down from a chain fall. As you've seen, we do have it hanging from a tree because I can't afford a lift, but I can afford an $80 chain fall.
That's right.
All right. Move your side. It's on the jack. You're gonna have to go more center under the axle. Whoa.
Yeah, but all the way from your side.
Yeah, I know. I can shimmy my side.
Fucking jack will hold this thing.
Hold on. Oh, whoa, I was in my center pin. Why you do that? I had something going on. Jack it. Cole, you in yours?
No, he's got to pull the spring to him. Good.
All right.
We're cooking with the fucking sauce now.
Woo! We're making progress, guys. All right. Oh man, we're gonna have to put the sway bar drops on before we can put the U-bolts under it.
Oh yeah. That's fine. You can pull it.
Tonight has been just a doozy. Do what, Cole?
Let's go get him.
It's day 2 of the Suburban project. Got my helper. Boy, what you got your helmet on still for? I'm gonna go ahead and get the steering disconnected, get the new drop for the steering on. I gotta put this on so that way it picks it up, and there is a spacer for in between that comes off the front end, and a Z-bar. As you can see, I got these bolts soaking in oil. They are not happy. I already tried to buzz them off with the impact, so I'm gonna set up a time lapse on the GoPro of doing all this and changing all of it out, so stay tuned. I went ahead and cut the time lapse a little short because I have legitimately been on this thing for 3 hours. I had to drag these out from the house all the way down here so I could heat them with the torch, get them hot enough. And as you see, I have been absolutely beating this thing. Now this one, I'm gonna have to heat up, bend it back straight so I can even get the washer or whatever you call these out. But once those are out, I'll get the studs out, get the spacer put in, the new studs, and go ahead and hook up the steering. Then I have shocks, and I'm gonna have to run to the parts store to get brake lines. As you see, the front drive shaft's nowhere near long enough and the angles won't work, so I'm gonna have to notch the cross member and go ahead and get a new front drive shaft built. I'm hoping the rear drive shaft will clear. I'll go ahead and show you guys this. The kit came with rear springs. They're about 10 inches. And it also came with, I would say, 3-inch pitch blocks. So, in theory, I should be able to go ahead and run these springs, stock U-bolts in the rear, and the back of it will be around 9-10 inches and the front will be 12 because I'd rather not it sit like this. So if that's the case, then the rear drive shaft might be long enough. I'm hoping for that, and I'll just home make a front drive shaft myself. Like I said, guys, we are going to Iron Horse Mud Ranch, and we have less than a week of time that we're supposed to be out there, so we are cutting it close.
Well, everything's all removed wherever I threw it. No, that part is gone, off, done, and it fought every single step of the way. Those are pretty much trash, but we halfway, baby, so we're gonna put them in. Apparently super lift is halfway too, because as you see, that bolt is crooked and it's been going in sideways. So appreciate that, but we did go ahead and Loctite it. I didn't just drop them in the dirt and give them the old Lacucci Loctite like we call it around here. So I'm gonna get this together and then I'll film everything after it's all together in the truck. The nightmare is finally completed. Spacers in, new studs are in. We use those bad girls, but they'll ride. New nuts, new tie rods, the Z-bar that comes from the pitman arm down to the steering arm is all complete. So we have shocks, which we have brand new in the box in the back. I'm gonna throw those on, probably not tonight, probably tomorrow, and then I'm gonna have to go to the auto parts store or Napa, get some brake lines built. Still got to bolt the sway bar up, but the front is almost done. I think we're gonna make it, guys. Well, it's another day dealing with this hoopty. Like I said on the front, every single bolt was rusted to the center pins, which let me see if I can't get in here. These are the same way, and as you can see, I started torching that one. Well, the lovely torch setup that I have, the hoses have holes in them, so I was torching and then it backfed, and then it was almost a party, and there was fitting to be no more halfway because I was going to be exploded. Oh, sorry about the sun. U-bolts, I started soaking them Sunday in oil. Try to get these to bust loose. I can get them to bust loose, but they won't unthread properly, so probably going to have to get new U-bolts. The kit did come with U-bolts, but it came with 4-inch blocks, and I'm not trying to run a 12-inch spring and a 4-inch block. Oh, there's an ant on me. And a 4-inch block in the rear, because we ain't about this. We're from Florida, baby. We lean the world. So we're trying to make it to Iron Horse. It is now Tuesday, so we have 3 days until we need to have this done and get there. But I'll go ahead and show you. Gotta have it posed up for a picture. The front is in there. I still need to tighten up the sway bar, and everything else is done. Front drive shaft doesn't reach. Knew that was gonna happen. Rear drive shaft's probably not gonna reach, so gotta still find somebody to build me drive shafts. So we have a long ways to go before this thing's even thinking about going, but one way or the other, even if it don't move, we'll be out there stunting with it on the trailer. So trying our best, guys. How big?
You qualified to operate that piece of machinery?
I am not.
Obviously.
I don't want to play your game. Fat bitch. Oh my God. To be honest, didn't necessarily see what I'm doing on that side. And I don't know how promising that is. I can't really see in general at the moment. That's honestly a party. Are you kidding me? I'm gonna be pissed if I have to waste a Dr. Pepper on this.
Just a minor fire.
It's pretty decent, actually.
Yeah, there we go.
Here's that sign. Oh, I didn't torch the regular part. We're doing good. Oh, why will you not come out of your home? No, stay out of your home, please. Don't buy rusty stuff, kids. Buy stuff that's nice. One time I need the bush and the ketchup won't. Ow! That shit's fucked. I'm not having a good night. Oh man. All right, guys. First time old girl's gonna move under her own weight. The lift is done. Big girl. Don't have the tires on it yet. We're gonna go ahead, load it on the trailer, bring it to my buddy Mike's house so we can get a drive shaft built, but there she is in her prime. Woo, look at all the stuff we got to clean up. Pimping, pimping, boy. She even leaned a little bit. Woo! Finally. Finally, finally, finally. Oh, she stops. Moves back and forth. Ooh. We are going to Iron Horse, boys and girls. Stay tuned in the next video. Make sure to like and subscribe. I appreciate you guys and staying up with me, even though I haven't made a video here lately, but we've been busy. So hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and stay tuned to the rest of the Suburban build. We'll see you guys at Iron Horse.